Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Grack. It's been a hot minute, I am aware of that. I had a video that I had edited and ready to go last week because I try and post once every week on here, but I wasn't vibing it. I didn't like it. It was just, you know, when you're a bit like, I think what had happened was, obviously we had the decorators and it meant I couldn't film in the house or anything because they were decorated and it was really loud. But then the week after that I got really poorly, and I mean you can kind of hear it still in my voice, and I think I was trying to film the vlog whilst I was a bit poorly, and I was just like, this is so, you can tell I'm a little bit lackluster, and it just made the vlog so, I was literally like, hi guys, and I don't know why I even tried to film a vlog because it just was not, it was not the vibe. And I finally am going to the Ritz for afternoon tea. I have been asked by you guys so many times, honestly countless amounts of times, to go and try Ritz afternoon tea and get my honest opinion, because obviously we all know I'm an afternoon tea girly. I feel like I should actually count up how many times I've been to afternoon tea. I don't know, it will be a lot. I just really enjoy, I just really love it. So I'm really excited. I'm going with Honor. We're going for a 5:30 one. They have bookings throughout the day. It's so hard to get a booking, but we managed to find one and we've been waiting for this for so long. I feel like we are so, like, we're both pumped and it'll be so nice. And before we go, I'm just gonna put around, show you a few things. I actually am about to make like these Valentine's sweet cones. I just basically went online and I bought loads of sweets and I thought it'd be really fun. I can't work out who I'm going to give them to yet. I don't know if I'm going to give them to my parents to take to school and give to the staff, or at church. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to make these little sweet cones and write a little message and say like, you are loved on it, because I feel like Valentine's, people often think it's just for your like partner or whatever, but it's so much more than that. It's friends, it's family, it's just like a stranger who put a pep in your step. Like, it's just fun to show that. So I bought these sweets and I'm going to make these little cones. I think it's going to take a little longer than I thought, but I'm really excited to make them. I just love being extra, okay? For so long, I have hated being like overexcited and being extra, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm like, why am I so over the top? But I'm like, that's just who I am, you know? And if someone doesn't like that, that's on them. As I always say, you can be the juiciest peach in the fruit bowl. Someone's not going to be like peaches, and I'm just an overexcitable person, and I just like to be over the top and do things that are over the top. So that's what's happening with these sweets. Okay, these are all of the sweets that I got. That's quite a lot. I tried to go for a red theme, which is actually, in America they seem to have loads of Valentine's sweets, but in England it's not the case. So I got these little jelly things. I got some pink cables. I got some more little hearts. I got some rhubarb and custards. I got some just like little, I think these are these love hearts? What are these? Strawberry puffs, whatever that is. Obviously you got some love hearts. I got these jelly bean love hearts. I got these little berry things, some bonbons. I don't actually know what's in there. And then over here we got all sorts. We got some watermelon slices, some strawberry laces, some fruitellas, some mushrooms, some, oh, I don't think I picked that, but I think I have been given that from my online food shop. Got some fruit pastilles, some foam shrimp. I literally just went hard. Like, I think this is the most sweets I've ever bought, but I just thought it'd be so nice for people to have. Here we go. These are the little heart bags. Also, my camera's broken, annoyingly. So we're gonna fill these up. I think I'm gonna mix up the sweets. I initially was gonna do like layers of different sweets, but I feel like that's gonna take too long. There are 100 bags here. That's quite a lot. Okay, we've got this lovely big bowl, and I am just going to mix them all in. So let's get started. Oh, this is quite exciting. I feel like I'm going to get bored of this very quickly. But my dream when I was younger was to own my own pick and mix store. One of many dreams. So I feel like this is letting little baby Grack thrive, you know? This is our first batch. There's going to be different flavours. Oh no, we're losing them. Oh gosh, this is going to take ages, isn't it? I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew. Well, these can be the ones at the start, and the ones at the start can have loads in, and as we get towards the end, if we have to hold back, then we have to hold back. Do you know what I mean? Our first little batch is done, and I'm going to refill the bowl. So it's really a lucky mix of what you're going to get. Now I'm trying to work out what what approach we should take. I don't think this is gonna make 100 bags of sweets, but we can try it. Go for some pinballs. Maybe I just need to start making the bags not quite so big. Whoever lucks out and gets the first few bags that I made, they're getting a real good array of sweets in there. So satisfying, the sound that all of the sweets make, like when you rip it open and when you pour that in. Oh guys, it's taking all my self-restraint not to have a sweet. These like child-proof boxes always get me stumped. Oh, I kind of want one, okay? Fine, okay. Oh, I think this might be Jazzy's. You know those chocolate ones? I always try and put a chocolate in a pick and mix. Now, not for my preference. I always think it's a bit weird having a chocolate in there. But I know some people only like chocolate things. Oh, these are so pretty! Look how pretty these are. Gorgeous. This one again is looking like a strong contender. Give it a little mix up. Ta-da! We have finished all of the bags, and that took so much longer than I thought it would, but we've done it. I am in London now after making my little sweet bags. It's been a bit of a weird afternoon, but I'm over it because we're off to have a great flipping time. Afternoon tea. Piccadilly Circus is behind me, and I'm just gonna go and meet Honor for a delicious afternoon tea. I'm literally so excited. I don't think you even know the half of it. Also, it's like weirdly raining. I don't know what's going on, but I'm ready for an afternoon tea. Right, we are approaching the Ritz. As you can see, it looks gorgeous with its big old glitzy glam lights. Honor is currently getting changed in the Metro Bank because you're not allowed to wear jeans. So it's just in the Metro Bank opposite. So I'm just going to wait for her. And then I'm going to go and have... I'm so intrigued if this is going to live up to the hype or not. Wow. It's such an interesting atmosphere. Right, let's look at the... I'm excited for these things. Guess what I have found. So we sat down, we had our teas brought out to us. There wasn't actually a great selection of teas, I will say. I normally like something quite light, and then they brought out the stand of sandwiches and cakes, and oh my goodness, don't they look amazing, beautiful. And also there's a lot of sandwiches. I was very happy. Whenever I try these things, everyone always says they want me to try the veggie, so I went veggie, and then Honor went for the normal one, because I thought it'd be interesting to see if the veggie ones were any good, because I feel like it's hard to do a good veggie sarnie, because people think that you just need to do a vegetable. So we started off with a cheese one, and then we had this tomato pesto one. Vic, is that butter? Oh wow. Oh, lemon butter. Goes well with the fish. Honor loved her sandwiches, and I will just say the veggie ones were a letdown. If I was a veggie and I went, I would have been so disappointed, because they literally just had like a vegetable with pesto. There were about 4 that were just vegetables and pesto. I'm thinking there needs to be more variation, there needs to be a difference. And like even this, you can see again, it was just avocado. But yeah, it was the sandwiches were okay, but I kind of wish I went just for the normal ones, because Honor said they were really good. We hadn't even finished our sandwiches yet, and the scones were brought out nice and warm, but we went for this egg sandwich, and oh my goodness, if all the sandwiches had been like this egg brioche roll, I would have been so over the moon. It was divine, like out of this world, sensational, everything that I ever wanted it to be. It was so delicious. I'm actually dreaming about it now. And then the cake trolley came around, and you could pick a slice of cake, and then look at this perfect little scone. It actually works really well that Honor does jam first, because I do my clotted cream while she's jamming, and then we're not having to wait for each other. We just don't cross jam. We're just the yin yang. Yeah. Then it was so sweet. They brought out all the birthday cakes, and there's a live band that plays, and they played Happy Birthday. It was really sweet. Then we moved on to the sweets, and this is where the Ritz excelled. We started off with this banana one. It was my least favourite of the 3, but it was still fantastic. It was a little bit dry in my opinion, but the flavour was great. This one I think was my favourite. It was chocolate orange, and then this one was a tiramisu bun. I like to call it a tiramisu, but they didn't coin that. And I feel like they should have, because it's so good. They looked delicious, they were light, they were airy, they weren't too heavy, and the flavour was really good. Honor went for the rum barber, but obviously I'm not a big rum lover, so I went for the little chocolate hazelnut cake. And that was actually really good. It literally smells fantastic. Who is that radiant queen? Do you think this little hook is for people's dresses if they go on the toilet? Or bags? No, because there's one behind the door. Question mark. So we've just come out. We're in the little ladies' room. And also I thought I'd show you. Look at the, look at this. Oh, there's two. Front and back. These are the little locker rooms. How cool is that? It is cute. I love it. Also, the navy is a really nice navy. Very on brand, right? And wash my hands. Test the handle. Wow. I feel like there's a lot to debrief you on, guys. So, we've just come out. What's the debrief?
I thought that was actually fantastic. It slightly superseded my expectations. What do you reckon?
I feel like it did. Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think I thought in my head that it was going to be like Claridge's.
I thought that too.
And I was going to be let down.
Sorely let down.
Yeah. Now there are some big takeaways. Are we going this way?
Yeah. This week's cut off, but we'll look at the end and go across. So okay. It's fine, don't cut off.
Yeah, the key takeaways, I feel like. Number one, no refills.
Yeah, no refills.
Number two, for some reason we were just favoured and they let us stay a bit longer. But everyone else was shimmied out after like, what, 2 hours? Not even.
Yeah, if we had been shimmied out, I think that really would have made, that would have
rocked the boat.
A big chunk of the score.
Yeah, it really would have. Actual food, they excelled in the sweet treats.
Sweet treats weren't too sickly. The sandwiches were really good too. I did enjoy it.
I will probably say veggie peeps. I know you asked for me to do that, to try the veggie ones. We need some more innovation in the veggie sarnie department.
Yeah. Because
it was literally vegetable and pesto for all of the above.
But maybe that's where your expertise comes in.
Potential.
And dare I ask, veggies, are you acclimatised to having a narrower set of options? So
yeah, maybe they're just used to it.
Yeah, their set point would be different.
But I feel like you could do a chickpea coronation chicken.
See, that's where you needed, love.
But that's not even that innovative.
Says you.
Or like, hey, this isn't even pushing the boat out. Falafel and hummus. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was all just one vegetable with pesto or a tapenade. And I was just a bit done with it, you know?
I used to have a friend called Tapenade. Just kidding.
Great service. It did feel like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, such a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what they were doing. And you know, like in movies where there's magicians and they tap you and they you don't realise what's going on. It was kind of a bit like that. And then we got asked, what does the Ritz mean to us?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. Well, I've never been. This is my first time. The main question, Ritz or the Mandarin Oriental? Because at the moment, Mandarin and Oriental, the first afternoon tea we ever did together, has never been beaten.
No.
It still reigns supreme. So what are you saying?
Para mí,
yeah,
the Mandarin Oriental still reigns. However, out of every single one that we have tried, that came the closest to knocking it off its podium. What about you?
I concur.
Okay.
But I will say, if I was a veggie, I'd have been a bit like, really? Yeah. That's how I feel. And I do feel like a few things, I don't know, still weren't, like the scones, I kind of was like, I want them wrapped in a towel to keep them warm.
See, those are my favourite scones because sometimes I get a bit, and it wasn't.
It wasn't at all. Thank you for joining me in this debrief on.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Now I am home, and obviously I have to give Mr. Grack the leftovers.
Fun.
Scones, that one's banana caramel thing, really good. That's tiramisu, and that's chocolate orange. That was my favourite.
My kind of flavours.
Yeah, yummy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a banoffee pie kind of thing?
No. What I'm doing right now is I'm packaging up some Vinted orders. I went through my clothes after the decorators left, and I basically halved my clothes. I really tried to do that Marie Kondo thing, where if it doesn't spark joy, you get rid of it. I just sold loads of my clothes on Vinted. And a lot of people have asked my tips on Vinted. I've had quite a roaring trade over there. This isn't an ad or anything. I just think Vinted is, honestly, if you're thinking of getting rid of clothes, you might as well make, even if it's £3, that's £3 for a coffee. Like this top, I think was £3. Some was for £3. That's £3 I can have for a coffee. Do you know what I mean? The tips and tricks that I have learned from Vinted is I don't have a printer, so I only select digital labels, and you can go into settings and do that. So if that's something that's a hindrance to you. Also, people are like, I don't have parcel bags to package them up in. I just use old carry bags, and honestly, it's fine. It really is. I don't think people don't really mind as long as they arrive and they're in good condition as they paid for them. So that's what I'm doing. And I also think people oversell things on Vinted, like the cost of certain things are ridiculous. So it's really weird though, because some of the stuff I'm selling, do you remember this? I wear this all the time, but I don't need it, and it can go to a loving home where someone is going to wear it all the time. So goodbye little jumper. I wore that in uni. Honestly, so many of my clothes I have had for years and years and years. I've also, fun fact, put myself on a little clothes spending ban until I go to said New York. I don't need any clothes, and I want to like save all my money for New York to get some good ones. So whenever that happens, I'm saving and saving for it, baby. So we're gonna have a great time in New York. One of these is for InPost, and one of them is for Hermes. I know that we can get on with the rest of the day. 30 quid right there. 4 little items, 30 quid, bish bash bosh, straight in the New York fund. I'm back from taking my parcels, and I'm gonna get lunch ready. So I think there's some chicken soup I made the other day. Oh, there's a little sparrow. Cute. It always looks so gross when it's just been left to kind of, because I made the broth from scratch, you can see like that. Oh, it kind of looks gross, doesn't it? I love it. I love a chicken soup. And then I also have some olives. I'm gonna just assemble basically my dream lunch. And we have some cheese here, which I'll explain when we eat, because this is not just any cheese. The chicken soup is just reheating the microwave, so apologies about Sam. But this cheese is called Ashcombe cheese, and this cheese won cheese of the year last year, and then this one was the runner-up, St. Jude. I just thought it'd be so interesting to try them and see if they're any good, and oh my goodness, I tried them the other day. They are fantastic. And this, can you see this? This is not mold, this is a line of ash, and there's a cheese in France called Morbier, and oh my goodness, it's my favourite cheese. It really is. So when I saw they had an English version, I was so happy. And then this is St. Jude's, and St. Jude's is kind of like, I don't know how you describe it. It's kind of a bit camembert, like a bit of a funky camembert. It comes in this really cute little basket. So I'm just gonna assemble, and I've got some olives here. Let's open them. Oh, I love olives. Also, can you see these little guys in here? Today's mission, I'm gonna make some pickled onions. I've never made pickled onions before, but I'm trying to make things that I have never made before, like completely from scratch, which is so much fun. And I made obviously that banging raspberry jam the other day in the vlog. So I'm gonna try pickled onions next, and I've never made them. So I'm salting them right now to draw out the moisture, and then we'll make the rest of them on a vlog. So very exciting. Yes, this is a bit of me. The cheese, the breads, the olives. This is actually one of my favourite meals. I love it. Picky bits and soup, chicken soup. Why, hello! We're in the car, and we're kind of having a rendition of what we did in the last vlog, because we're really on the hunt for a wardrobe at the moment, and I just have a feeling that today's the day that this charity furniture shop has a wardrobe. I could alternatively just ring up and say, do you have any wardrobes? But I just like to, you know, push the boat out and go and see if they've got one. So let's go and see if they have. I also really want to go back to Costco, because everyone told me in the last vlog that that bubble tea is absolutely delicious. So I feel like I need to make a journey back there as well. Let's get going. Got it rocking and rolling. Let's go find a wardrobe! It's such a gamble every time you come. Like, this could be the moment that I have a wardrobe for the rest of my life. Or it could just be an absolute flop. You never know. We're back at Costco. No, this isn't the same video as last week, but I just need to get those milk bubble tea things, because everyone has been raving about them, and I've been really craving a bubble tea. That was the most efficient Costco trip I've ever done in my life. The man was even like, no, you need to turn around. You need to get some more things. I was like, I know, I am a woman on a mission. I am a woman on a mission. Anyway, I am gonna go home now because I need to make dinner for tonight. I have been wanting to make this recipe for so long and I'm so excited to make it. You know when you're just craving something and you feel like it's gonna be so good. Although, I hope it's gonna be good. You know when you pour your love into a recipe and then it doesn't even end up being that good, so let's see how this turns out. These are the things that I got. This is what I went for. Everyone said these are incredible, so I have to make one of those. I also got this because everyone also said these are delicious. I've never seen dried melon before, so that was interesting. And everyone also said these salt and vinegar nuts are delicious, so that's the little scoop we got. It is chaos. It's so hard cooking in a tiny kitchen, but we make it work. I think I bit off more than I can chew. I'm making a short rib beef ragu, except the short ribs weren't cut up. They don't come very readily available in supermarkets in England, so I'm having to do big ones, but it's in a big old pot. It says to leave it on the hob, but I'm actually going to put the lid on and put it in the oven to slowly cook for a while. So into the oven she goes. I just filmed a TikTok where I tried the Costco snacks that I got. I did not love this melon. It really does smell like a melon sweet, but I don't like the texture of it. It's just not for me. I'm hoping I can find one of my friends or family who do like the texture of that though, which I think will be quite easy because I feel like people love dried fruit. Like I feel like every single person I know loves dried mango. I just don't love it. I don't know if it's a texture thing. I think it is a texture thing. So anyway, don't love those. These are really good, the salt and vinegar nuts, but I think I do just prefer lightly salted. And then, drum roll please, this instant boba tea is amazing. It's a fan favourite, except I don't have much room in the freezer. I need more room in the freezer. Actually, whilst you're here, I'm going to give my little short rib ragu a little stir. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Okay, what are you sizzling for? Oh my word, how good does that look? I'm going to give it a little mixeroo, although it's quite hard in this pan. Look how thick that's getting. Oh my gosh, it literally smells phenomenal. Every time I get it out, it looks better and better. There she is. I cannot wait to eat it. I'm gonna make one of these for my little mid-afternoon pick-me-up, because you always gotta have a mid-afternoon pick-me-up. Do you remember when I got this mug? I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. What? Get your little sachet, pop it in your mug, then put it in the microwave for 60 seconds. Get yourself a nice little glass. Where's my ice gone? Milk. So then it's all melted. I'm just gonna show you. You pour it out into your glass. See that? The brown sugar boba, ice going in. And then you just chop it up with a bit of milk. Sorry, how rude that I got that on you. There we go. Good little mix. I kind of want to do like February or March vlogging every day. I feel like it could be so fun.